Hey, my name is Mike Register, and first of all, I want to start out by saying thank you for watching my videos. I haven't posted one in a while because I've been a little bit under the weather, and I've been kind of tied up. I've been on a cruise again. Um, I did not take my charger, so I was not able to make any videos of my uh, adventures on the cruise. So anyway, I'm going on another one here in a couple of weeks, so I will take my charger and make sure that I can document my experience and be able to share that through video with you guys. But I wanted to just kind of talk to you just a minute about the network marketing industry and how it has evolved. Well, when I started network marketing over 40 years ago, um, basically I had to buy a kit that included several of the products that that the company offered, and my responsibility was basically to use the products and just share some samples with people and let them see for themselves how well the products worked, which they did work really good. They were really good products, but they were really expensive. They were about 10 times the amount of what you would pay when you go to like Sam's Club or Walmart. But it was a little better quality product as well. So, but the whole point behind that is that you paid extra in order to pay the people that were actually getting a commission, and the people that were making the money in the network marketing industry back in the day were basically the people that kind of got in at the beginning and started building a team. You know, the ones that have the largest team have the largest paychecks because, you know, they got so many people in their downline that is actually using the product, buying the product, and therefore they're making a commission. And there's really nothing wrong with that. Um, but the thing is that in the 130 plus years that the network marketing industry has been around, uh, through the majority of that time, the average person that gets into the network marketing industry usually lasts for about 2.7 months is the company standard, or what's it's the standard for the network marketing industry, the industry standard. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, and the reason for that is because, you know, whenever you come in and you buy a kit and you use the product, now it's up to you to start building a list of names of people that you know and then share it with them. And if you're in the mall, or if you're at Walmart or in church or at the grocery store, you know, it's your responsibility to talk about your product. You know, hand out business cards, hand out ad packs, you know, if you're in the Amway business, which is where I got my start 40 years ago. Um, but, you know, and all that stuff costs money. The thing is a lot of people, when they get into the network marketing industry, they didn't go to school to learn how to market. You know, so you're not marketers, and the reason why you don't make it in the network marketing industry is because of that. You know, you didn't go to school to become a marketer. If you did, then you're at the top of the food chain and you're making a lot of money because you know how to do that. Um, I had an upline that used to have meetings like once a month, and they would stand up there once a month and tell you, this is what I did, this is how I did it. And they expected everybody to be able to follow that example. Well, when you hear that once a month, you get excited and you get pumped up, and you want to go out and implement the plan that they just laid out for you. But you start getting rejections and you don't know how to handle those rejections. And so what happens is after a couple of months, you know, you get almost to that third month and you're like, you know what, I'm spending more money than I'm making, and I keep getting rejected, and I don't know how to handle that. So guess what happens? Everybody that is in that position or in that boat, they jump out of the boat. You know, they're like, well, I'm gonna just go find me a part-time job somewhere where I can make an hourly wage and trade my time for a few dollars. And there's nothing wrong with that either. You know, if you're in a position where you just need a few dollars a month extra to live on, then by all means go out and get you a part-time job. But if you're looking to make a significant income and have it pay you month after month after month, then the network marketing industry is really the way to go if you have the proper training. Well, I'm saying all that to let you know that I'm with two companies now. I'm representing two companies here. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you'll see that the majority of my videos, probably 99% of them, are in reference to a company called Save Club. And Save Club is it's not the one that the company that actually kind of revolutionized this new way of doing network marketing, but the other company I'm gonna mention actually is. Save Club is a club that you join, and it's like $19.97 per month to become a member, and it gives you discounts on anything and everything that you buy. It's not like you have to buy out of Save Club's catalog. So it's not like products that you got to buy from Save Club. It's products that you would buy from Walmart or Target or Macy's or Home Depot or Lowe's, or just you name it. I mean, any of the Fortune 500 companies, you can buy the product through them or from them through Save Club, and you can save significantly. There are people with Save Club that are saving between $200 and $400 a month in their budget, all for a $20 bill once a month. I myself, whenever I first signed up with Save Club back in May, I saved $550 my first month. Now, I made a couple of large purchases that I was going to make anyway, and that saved me over $400 right there by itself. But there was some other things that I was doing that is part of my normal monthly routine that saved me an additional $100 or so. And I didn't get started with utilizing the discounts and the savings until about halfway through the month. So if I had started at the beginning of the month, I would have saved, about $100 more than what I did save. I would have saved around $650 instead of $550. So, but anyway, that's pretty exciting. So if you don't do nothing else but become a member and you save $200 to $400 a month for a $20 bill on the things that you're doing already, is that worth it? Well, I mean, you'd have to be an idiot to say no. And I'm not calling anybody an idiot. I'm just saying that you just almost have to be an idiot just to say no. That's not worth it. I don't want to spend $20 to save $400. That's ludicrousy in my opinion. However, everybody has their own way of doing things, and I understand that. And I don't fault nobody for wanting to stay like they are, but yet I do fault you if you're staying like you are and you're complaining about it and you're not doing something about it, then it is your fault. So anyhow, I digress. I don't mean to get off in that rabbit trail, but the other company I wanted to mention is a company that I started 2 years ago. Now with Save Club, I just started that in May, and I've already seen some results in my first month. It was like halfway through that first month whenever I first started seeing some results. And so I've shared this opportunity with a few people and got them to become affiliates instead of just members. Now I do have a few people that are just members. And I got one guy that started out just as a member, and he shared what he saved per month with somebody else, and they're like, well, how do I join the club? And he called me and he's like, what do I do? And I said, if you want him to be a part of my club, if you want to use my affiliate, give him my affiliate link, you can. I said, and I'll make a commission off of him every month, off of his monthly membership fee. Plus I'll get a fast start bonus off of him. Or you can upgrade and become an affiliate for $60. It's $60 for the entire year. Gives you all the training you need. Gives you, right now we got 17 landing pages back, in your back office. And so we have a kind of a niche for anybody and everybody. Whatever your niche is, we have a landing page for that. Um, so anyway, he went ahead and upgraded to a member, or to an affiliate from a member, and he signed the guy up as a member. Well, now the guy has come to him and he's like, "Hey, I'm sharing this savings with a friend of mine, and he wants to know how he can become part of the club." And so he did the same thing I did. He just basically said, "Well, here's what I did," and so it just goes on from there. But anyway, the second company that I want to mention is a company called Live Good, and I started with them at the end of 2022. It's actually in December of 22 is whenever I signed up with them. Now, at the time, I wasn't retired. I was still working, and I was working. I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and I'd have a long day, and then whenever I get home, I'd be exhausted, so I'd take a nap. And then whenever I got done with my nap, my family was all getting home. Then I had to get up and make dinner for everybody, because I'm the one that makes dinner at my house. And so after all of that, in order to get up at 3 o'clock, I had to go to bed at 8 o'clock, or 8:30. And so I didn't. When I first signed up with Live Good, I actually sponsored 7 people within the first month, within the first 30 days. Of those 7, 2 of those got me to my first promotion, and 3 of them got me to my second promotion. And then it started taking off, and I was like, you know what? I got the ball rolling. I'm just going to sit back and relax and see what these guys do with it. Well, that was 2 years ago, and it has grown to over 32,000 people in my organization and my matrix that I'm getting paid on month after month after month. And I haven't done anything since about February of 23, whenever I signed up. I haven't done anything. Well, I got to looking in my back office the other day, and I'm only a few people shy of getting that third promotion. And whenever I get that third promotion, it's going to unlock a whole new level for me. I'm getting paid through 12 levels right now, and whenever I get that third promotion, then I'll get paid on 13 levels. Well, guess what? My 13th level is already full. So once I get promoted, that's basically going to double my income from what I have coming in right now. It's going to double it. So that's why I'm really kind of promoting that right now as well. So I'm going to leave a landing or a link down below this video with a landing page on there. If you would, please log into both of my videos. If you want to look and see, check out which company suits your needs best, then just look at both of them and go from there. But I encourage you to at least look at them at one, if not both. If you're interested in saving money on the things that you're buying already, then Save Club is the one you need to log into. And if you're interested in saving money on your healthcare, not healthcare, but your healthy products, your health and wellness products, like for example, I'm using the Super Reds, and my doctor and I, first let me just say this, I can't make any medical claims. So I'm not making any medical claims. I am just stating what my doctor told me. I was on cholesterol medication for almost 20 years, and it wasn't because I had high cholesterol. It was just on the high side of normal, and she had me on Crestor, 20 milligrams. And she's like, keep taking that on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and that'll keep it from going any higher. And so whenever I got started with Live Good, I ran out of the medication, and I didn't take it for 6 months. And I started using the Super Reds, which is one of the products through Live Good. Now, I found the Super Reds, a different brand at GNC, and it was like $49.95. Well, I buy it at member price at $18, and I think it's better quality, because it has a little bit more to it. And so anyway, I'm telling you all that to say that I started drinking the Super Reds when I ran out of the cholesterol medication, because it was right about the time I started, and I wanted to start using the products. And so 6 months had gone by. I had to go in for lab work before my doctor's appointment to get my prescriptions refilled, which Crestor is one of those. And she comes walking in, scratching her head, and she goes, "Look, I don't know what to say about this." She goes, "Did you cut out eating fried foods and bacon and certain foods?" And I said, "No, I haven't changed my eating habits whatsoever." She goes, "Well, what happened?" Because I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Your cholesterol level is perfect. It went down like 40 points. So you're right below where you're the middle part, where it should be." And I was like, "Well, that's a good thing, right?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's a good thing." And she goes, "What have you done to do that?" And I told her about the Super Reds, showed her a 1.5-minute video on it, and she looked at me and she smiled and she says, "You know what? I'm not going to prescribe you the Crestor anymore. Keep doing what you're doing." And I said, "You got it. That's what I'm doing." So I haven't taken my cholesterol medication since January of 2023. So it's been a little over 2 years that I've not taken cholesterol medication because of LiveGood. So anyhow, there's a link for each one of these companies down below. If you would, please click on one of those links and check it out. If you're looking to make a little extra money, or if you just want to save a little bit of money on your health care, on your health products needs, or if you want to save money on your everyday needs, just depending on which company you look at. But also, if you would, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to build my YouTube presence, as I've mentioned before, and the only way I can do that is if I get some likes and get some subscriptions. So anyhow, also there's I'm gonna leave my email contact down below, so if you need to ask me any questions, or you want to ask me any questions, just shoot me an email. And if you want to talk, include your phone number. I'll give you a call. That's about all I got for right now, so I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I look forward to hearing from you.